Whoa, this is working. Bang, it's working. Oh. I was thinking of Star Rail again. Fail game. Used to be. Wanted to quit, I still do, kind of, but don't want to quit on a sour note. Why not play the content I have not completed yet, but is actually probably good? The earlier ones, like non-Amphorious ones, they will probably be good enough to, I don't know, make me feel the game is good again, or like just not be as much as a sourpuss. I'll turn off the camera though. Why? Make it like smaller or something. I did start this quest already. Oh, the Mr. Rekka. The mysterious guy. Probably the evil scientific, like whoever is who had the devious plan of making people devolve into slumber nanomonkeys just to push on the lowest common denominators and make everyone be crazed about his mascots and the gibberish. Like this is actually like all of the Pinnacle content has been like a good critique on video game culture and like fan culture in a way that it actually like kind of messes with your head and like makes you devolve into monkey and I don't know, just like concentrate on the wrong things. It's actually like self-criticizing in that way, and it's good stuff. Funny, has relevance to actual life. Not the best of lines, but yeah. Can I put this on a bit more volume, maybe? 100 times. Such unreliable pink-haired student. Only on the monkey. Nothing else. Escapism. Escapism. Okay, whatever. Proclaim your power, speak the ninja mantra with a wild twist, brazenly spew swear words. Yes, please. But nah. That's fucked up shit. At least he said banana. Banana. She's being the robot dinosaur thing is being a dick at her, I guess. And we try to help her by undermining our own performance, probably somehow. I don't really remember. We probably gotta just like. Okay. She's just like. She's an asshole. Just explodes the assholes, I guess.
It's my turn now. I should say something demeaning to Brave Monkey.
Your whole presence is demeaning. You don't need to act for that. You are that. Swear words again? I'm not into the ninja thing. Even though this sounds idiotic. I need to turn up the Discord audio for this.
Vile tongue lashing, surpassing that of even evil ninja's asphidious curse. Hey, if I hear one more swear word from you, you will be penalized for breaking.
Can I? Yeah, I should do this.
Seeking the school rules.
No!
The heroes down and out defeat hanging in the air, but in walks the master with wisdom to share.
No, no.
You! Your lines are fine. Go on. Next line.
I mean, that's why
Thanks
people
for
love
punching her out,
Dunhung. Like, he gets the job done.
To his core, the hero's blade sharper than ever before.
He just knows what's up.
The loser is back in the fight. Fight or flight. Evildoers think twice.
You're not too expressive yourself.
This time, I'll say something to taunt Brave Monkey.
Swear words again.
Banab trash I pummeled last time. Back here looking for your banab again? See how I banab you?
What would be the word here? Looking for your...
Sort of aggression. Silvergun Shura's words before they were sealed must have been just as fierce as yours.
Silvergun Shura.
Oh,
And cool. Oh.
fail.
Cool.
Banab.
Banana.
Oh, fail. Stop filming, Mr. Rekka. None of them are cut out for portraying their beloved monkeys, Banab.
No.
Wait!
It's doomed to fail.
One more. Second chances.
She's so happy.
From that often girl. Please, I'm begging you. Being in one of Mr. Rekka's films is my dream. Don't say that. If you want my
Rekka's just
opinion,
like smirking in the
there's
background.
nothing amiss with Ninja Nishigagaku's acting. In fact, you are being overly critical of her.
Yeah, Gigaku. Go, Gigaku.
Are you the banana advisor who grades her work, or the director who assigns her roles? It's up to me to assess my students' worth in this class.
Yeah, another moral of the story. Teachers suck. Teachers do suck, though. Usually. Okay, we need to appreciate them, the good ones, but the users.
Stop! No, not yet. The show still isn't over.
What's going on? Hey. Blank screen, much? Yo! Let's go! Blank screen! Warriors! Is this how it's supposed to be? Is this the good content of Honkai Star Rail? Obviously. It looks better than Euphorious, at least. There's more like depth. There's do I need to restart or something? What the hell is happening? Like, do I actually need to Alt 4? Probably. Let's try that. That sucked. Maybe we need to open it up as like admin or something. Yeah. Oi. Let it run this time. Not sure whether we need to go through the quest line again, but... Misha. Okay.
Not this again. It feels like I'm in a dream.
Ooh.
Are you alright? For now.
Oh no!
For now.
True. True! Oh yeah, I'm turning into a monkey.
Banana? 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 Looks like the banana academic.
You're just feeding us capitalist drugs in this university. It does not go well with the music, background music. Let's do this for a moment, or like this, I guess. It's actually pretty good. That song's fire. Let's run that one more time.
Oh, congratulations, students. Thanks to Slumber Nana Monkey.
No, I want to hear the song. Banana, banana. That's actually very decent. Can I disable the sound effects? And now let it rip. It's actually fire. No one can appreciate it with those like with the noise in the background. This is good. Banana song. Come on. Let's go. No, definitely not 10 out of 10. I guess this is fine. Okay, and now it sounds just like gibberish. Like that background sound just makes it sound off, but it's actually a pretty good song. Na, 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 na. Yes, banana.
Just as I thought. This is yet another snare laid down by the evil ninja.
Sure.
Why are you still lucid? Truly an incorrigible student.
Can't even
Feeling your feeble
can't even make this student upright with drugs. Can't even correct them with drugs. Dazzling ninjutsu, yeah, you're all about your ninjutsu. Yeah.
Snap everyone back to their senses. Hiya! Dazzling palm, righteous chop!
Do those fingers go into some place? Or palming ninja into your forehead, snapping days, charging for the result impact. Every ninja received an assassinate. 2 chops in one day. Nice sound. Very yaoi.
What happened? As stated in the Cosmic Ninjutsu inscriptions, the stone heart of a ninja is immune to pressure, immune to lies, come wind, rain, or shine. Never forget who you truly are, Ninja Initiate Gaku.
And that's a foolish human.
Is this going to be about ninjas?
No, but we've come to the climax of the film.
Climax.
Just a small swap among the roles. Charming Banana Advisor, you're up for the killing.
He's actually pretty good. Cool.
What are you doing? I said to stop filming.
this storyline goes into all of the like previous stuff. Like this guy is probably a genius from a secret society. To like,
And the director. Come on now, dear actors.
and he has like lots of personality, even if it's like a weird guy.
Fight scene.
Does comment on like perverse film directors in some way, even if I might not agree with like actual life examples, but like this, all of this has some subtext in like real life. Like none of that in Amphorius. In Amphorius, it's just like, oh, it's like masturbation.
I agree.
Not as good though. What do I agree with? I always click the wrong thing. You agree with great minds think alike. Cool. I'm no longer the villain. Yeah, you are. Or she is, okay.
If you unruly students insist on disrupting my class, you're in for some corrective bananishment. Teach them a lesson, assistananas!
That's your regular self.
From this very moment, back down, retreat. The hero says never. The way of the ninja burning in our heart forever. With fiendling blood, the sword of justice will be stained as the school casts off every shackle, every chain.
Gotta say, her lines suck.
Hey! Do I really have to fight too?
Yep. Just throw something at her. Ooh, damn it. The sound effects. I kind of forgot. But sound effect volume is way too high. Usually it should be like, I don't know, 1.
Of a happy life. Destined? All nonsense. The ninja's blade can and must sever the chain of cause and of festive.
Okay. Well said.
Maybe take it off. Watch your head.
Like this slightly silly, like
I weep for the departed.
these slightly silly stories
It too shall fall.
that do like have some subtext into like actual real life stuff. These are the best. Like that's where this game shined at. And some like cosmic big storylines and the mystery of the like main character.
All of them destroyed. Say goodbye to evil class.
Nothing like that in
strategies
Amphorius.
The life of the party, savior of the school. Let's hear it for the hero here to keep it cool. Ninja Initiate Gagaku, deliver your final line.
For that evil thing, your vile words cannot bring Ninja Initiate Gagaku down. It's victory for us ninjas. Yeah.
Sure. And it kind of it kind of like
As if some unseen puppeteer cut
compares like a positive way of like escapism like attitudes, with the ninja being like the positive example, with something that just corrodes the mind and is like brain rot and blah 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 idealism. I don't know whether that's like over simplistic or whether I agree with it, but it's like relevant. It's like an idea I can understand and relate to. I don't relate to the flame chase journey, whatever that is. This one has ceased operating as well. It's an unseen puppeteer, cut its strings. Mr. Rekka. I went easy. Cut up their game. That's for sure. This game's way too easy.
Ninja Gamma, can you kindly enlighten us on the proceedings thus far?
So you actors have caught on. Let me reveal the next act in the plot then. We'll be exploring the misdeeds going down at Paperfold University.
Ooh,
All
devious.
right now, dear actors, ever heard of a mimetic virus?
It's the meme of the monkey.
What Slumber Nana Monkey is?
Yes.
You're right. Mimetic corruption comes about from
Brain
the
rot.
dissemination of data. It all
NFTs.
particles of information picked up by the cognitive module, skewing the sensory perception of certain objects in those that have been corrupted. Much like special effects in a film.
Good analogy again.
Songs, videos, these are all mediums of transmission. Humans naturally have a curiosity.
This is not like imaginary. This is like real life.
Viruses take advantage of this. Mimetic corruption is known
This is
to
just like a
influence
metaphor.
one's thoughts even in the real world and in the dream state.
And that's why it's good, unlike Emporius.
Humans into monkeys.
Hence, the evil ninja instructs the evil feelings to spread through media, masking it as entertainment to implant the seeds of dark sorcery in the hearts of the ninja initiates. Misappropriating the role of actual educators gave them the perfect chance to mangle the minds of innocent ninja initiates, only to hasten the growth of those fiendish seeds they sowed.
True.
And so, all ninja initiates of Paperfold Town will succumb to fiendishness, becoming puppets of the evil ninja. What a despicable, degenerate, and dastardly ploy!
True. Spitting.
What are you talking about?
I guess most people who play this will have a similar sentiment.
Cryptid, but yes, the general plot direction is on point.
But I understand.
But, Ninja Gama, why are you bogged down by an action when you've long realized the truth behind their pretense?
I'm just a director that stumbled upon a sinister plan.
No, you just made up this plan. You're just a chaotic guy.
It is up to very important stars like you to defeat that hellkite of a villain.
It's just like the show that you
Banana
popped
advisors
up.
were appointed by the acting dean, Prof. Nana.
Prof. Nana.
I believe I don't have to make this any more explicit. Go to the dean's office to find the answers you seek. Oh, and keep me updated on how the plot unfolds.
What about my part? Do I still have any scenes coming up?
You're keen about appearing in my films, aren't you? Come over here and choose a script.
Can I really? Thank you so much!
A castle showdown looms ahead of us, fellow ninjas. We ought to make haste with ninja speed.
Yeah, just to recap. How is this better than Emporius and relevant to like actual our world? It has the Slumber Nana Monkey theme, so that's like obviously referring to stuff like memes, meme coins, like NFTs and stuff like that. Brain rot that doesn't have like maybe actual value and just like takes up so much of people's like attention span nowadays. Maybe even crops their attention span, making like ADHD more common. It has like allures to this like perverse director guy who pulls the strings and is just like amused by all of the I don't know the show in society, or like the show he's propped up himself. I think he's kind of a pervert, like not in the like sexual sense, but he's just like he just wants to mess with people and see the show. And yeah, it's just a critique against like stuff that's like blatantly common, like lowest common denominator. It's like almost self-criticizing of the gacha game itself, so it's like kind of cool. It does it. At the same time, it gives a counter example of a naivete, a really like mimetic or like I don't know, simple-minded character of Rapper that is actually like positive. Oh damn, she's Marilyn Monroe, isn't she? And this guy, this little pixie, makes it worse. Anyway, yeah, and so Rapper is kind of this active, like actually go outside, put your hands in the grass, think of goofy lines and be like proud of it. Be like confident kind of girl, but But the others who go with the banana stuff start talking gibberish, buying like mascots, overly many like fluffy toys about the monkey and devolving into monkey themselves eventually. So I don't know whether that's only me, but like to me it sounds kind of relevant to lots of stuff happening these days. And that's why Euphoria sucks. And the previous game is cool. Ah, so cute, so mimetic.
Ah, what a surprise, my dear students. No appointment or a polite knock on the door, but I welcome you nonetheless.
Cease the shady evasion. I urge you to come clean now. You're an evil ninja Osari's feedling chief, aren't you?
Nope.
Excuse me, dear students. Could you help me translate that?
The short story is that a mimetic virus has broken loose in Paperfold University. It's going around infecting the students' minds as we speak. Slumber Nana Monkey is that virus, Prof. Nana. And its transmission was orchestrated by none other than your banana advisors.
Again, Don Hung is just to the point, no bullshit.
I thought this
Nice
class
character.
would last a little longer than this.
Your confession came sooner than we expected.
And Dr. Primitive is not you, it's
One of
the
Dr. Primitive's
Wrecker
schemes.
guy.
A scheme? But you're thinking too highly of this place.
Cesspool of witches, yeah.
But a cesspool of riches.
And also anti-capitalism, like criticism.
Experiments on humans. Here, it's just me, a second-class research aide, working in Penacony on my graduation thesis. An atavistic experiment centered around mimetic entities.
Oh, then Prof. Nana is a
My research is going along smoothly.
goon.
People here adore Slumber Nana Monkey, especially students from the youth demographic group. Soon, they'll create a new synesthesia dreamscape, the moment of Slumber Nana, and foster its growth, expansion, and evolution.
It actually sounds kind of cool.
Unleashed onto the world, just to build an evil realm where 100 malevolent spirits prowl at night?
What the?
Nice
I
voice line.
cannot begin to fathom your cryptic speech. It doesn't sound like you're speaking ill of me.
I have no clue either.
Never mind. Ordinary folks will never understand the great cause of our atavistic experiment.
What does atavistic mean? I'll Google this shit.
Got a pop quiz before I clarify your doubts. Who knows how bananas reproduce?
That's a good question. I actually can't say I do right now. Atavistic. Atavistic, relating to or characterized by reversion to something ancient or ancestor. Ah, okay, so atavistic in the sense of reversing to monkeys. It actually reminds me of something, some other game. What was it? Ah, I played the... It's also a Chinese game. The Princess Simulator game, Volcano Princess or something, and that also had the theme of people devolving. So maybe that's like something that's been talked about in circles like or like literature in China or something. It's an interesting idea. Like I haven't really heard of like people like seriously discussing people degenerating, and that also reflects a cultural shift towards being detached from stuff that's mattered to humans for a long while. Through Makoton banana jutsu. Yeah, bananas reproduce through banana jutsu. Through pollination, through seeds. I think it used to be seeds. But then, like bananas, actual ones that like are edible, they turn to something that you cannot really reproduce through seeds, and then they're like, I don't know, humans just like use other methods, like I don't know, taking a branch and putting it to grow or something. I would like to say this, but I don't really like the jutsu nonsense, so let's go with seeds, because that's halfway, partly true.
To maintain their taste, the majority of commercial bananas
Yeah,
are
asexual reproduction.
asexual reproduction. Lacking seeds and pollen, they are grown from the same rhizome.
Yeah, something like that. But they used to be, like the actual natural banana types are from seeds, I think.
That's correct. 5 amber eras ago, the Intelligentsia Guild cultivated a banana species that humans deemed perfect. The golden slumber banana.
Like this storyline even like educates people. Like none of that in fucking Amphorius. Like Amphorius storyline is like flame chase journey this, flame chase journey that, like
It transformed every
just nonsense. But this is just like cool.
akin to the golden hour at night.
And the sci-fi element is like based on something. It's like a logical, natural conclusion of certain ideas, not just random like Amphorius is. It transformed every. Okay, given that it does, like Amphorius does reference ancient Greek mythology, but it does so in like a very conceited, very like inauthentic way. Anyway, it transformed every interstellar banana plantation into spectacle akin to the golden hour at night. Huh.
But
That's
it
interesting.
eventually became extinct, didn't it?
Oh, I'm invested in the storyline.
Because it was cultivated by humans, the slumber nana lacked room for evolution. Having the same set of genes also meant sharing the same vulnerabilities. And when a fatal cosmic fungus wormed its way into the production line.
Yeah, that also makes sense. Like that's how actually many species go extinct. That another like species or another parasite or another like virus or like something turns up that like actually takes use of the weaknesses or the like blind spots, the way that the other species are involved, and the other species will get attacked then. Like how actually it's like the biggest threat, like one of the biggest threats to humankind is, at least in globalist society, is something like COVID or possibly other harsh illnesses that just like manage to target the right weaknesses, just also halfway randomly, just evolving to the way that's best for annihilation of a species. We know all overall the others of its kind was scrubbed clean from the entire cosmos in just mere months. Yeah. And this is not like far-fetched. This is like brought to new like new scale with this like sci-fi, but this is all the ideas are actually relevant to real life.
Are you saying that humans will suffer the same fate?
And that's a really good interjection. That means that Dan Heng like had more than 2 brain cells, which he doesn't in Amphorius. It's just like a dull, just like a yes man in Amphorius.
Of course, the golden slumber nana's predecessor was the highly reproductive jade green banana. If not for human intervention, it would have blossomed much more violently over the years, much like Penacony as we know it. It's a pity those on Penacony just had to be second-rate copycats. What with constructing skyscrapers, building cities, printing currencies, and even making the decision to become like the other cogs in the cosmic marketplace.
That's interesting. Yeah, why not
Following the exact path
go a step further?
stubbornly holding on to the status quo, creating
Having the
fatal
same
vulnerabilities
weaknesses.
for themselves, and ultimately becoming useless.
Yeah, that's a cultural
Having
critique.
undergone a flawed banana enlightenment, the Doctor seeks to return these misguided worlds to their embryonic potential, giving them a fresh chance to develop. This is the atavistic experiment.
So in order to evolve, you need to devolve first.
As I traveled from one planet to the other, a prevalent but
I don't think I
unpalatable
agree.
observation struck me. Not a single ninja could speak. They had all become things.
Yeah, I mean, this strikes a chord also in how, like, nowadays, Facebook and social media, they're like atavistic experiments. They're also like conducted by very like curious people usually, or there's lots of like really bright minds behind them, and that take curiosity in like what works in grabbing people's attention, and like obviously the answer is like negative stuff, and it doesn't matter if it has truth value, etc. But like, and yeah, at that point it does get unethical because you're messing with people's minds, and yeah, you're getting some data and you're finding out how they work, and you can find out how to manipulate people, but and there's like some intellectual curiosity that's like addressed with that, but it's unethical. It actually drives people to a worse state. So this strikes so many chords.
The monkey that's very passionate is once a sailor. He knew how to ferment his own wine and would do so regularly. The one in the distance, fighting with the other monkeys over a piece of fruit, used to be the smartest person on his planet, even having the knowledge to send people soaring into the sky. But from now on, they're monkeys.
I like this rapper.
Just monkeys.
No bullshit.
Am I imagining things, or did you learn how to speak like a normal person?
Yeah. She also has the escapism front, but hers is much more adaptive.
His ambitions are lofty and are sure to be realized. But the commoners, all they do is lose themselves in unrealistic fantasies.
They do, but you're like playing with that.
To a civilization's evolutionary progress.
You're taking advantage of that
Whether imbued with life or not.
for your very egotistic
Full
ambitions.
potential. How long has it been now? I'm surprised that lesson hasn't stuck.
Yeah, and this is like very, I don't know, crooked. Whether imbued with life or not everything ought to be used to its full potential. What does this mean? Like, this is something like the accelerationist idea is like in the US with some like rich dudes that like, yeah, like global warming seems real, but as it's like kind of inevitable, let's just accelerate it. Let's make it come by sooner, and then we'll act sooner against it and stuff like that. Why wait? Let's rip the bandage off. But that's like idiotic. You don't get more time to come up with countermeasures if you just make it worse quicker. I mean, they think they have a point in humanity not being able to act against like threats like that if they are like frogs in the water, like that's brought to a boil slowly. But all in all, humans are not frogs.
Doctor's failed creation.
Your scheme ends here.
Oh, is that so? Ever considered why I allowed you to do as you please on campus? Even going as far as to guide you to me? Paperfold University is nothing more than an incubator. No great loss if discarded. If it can eradicate the pests in the lab, then it'd be used to its full potential. Banana. That's all I have for you. Class dismissed.
Whoa, it got real loud.
Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant! Such a brilliant film. Be ashamed for it to end now.
The pervert.
All right, cast, get ready to switch scenes.
Such a good story, and this like brings me goosebumps.
Just what do you think you're doing, Memo Keeper?
I've already met all your demands, dearest.
Oh, it's a memo keeper.
Please hold up your end of the deal as we've agreed. Lift this abominable curse that stifles my artistic expression.
Huh.
Demand?
He is the pervert, but he isn't the scientific pervert.
Until you hand over those incorrigible and willful monkeys, you have not met all of my demands.
That's not our deal. I went to great lengths to help you infiltrate the school, disrupted the family's surveillance, and even dealt with the ranger who was causing you the most trouble. And now you want me to give up ownership of the actors?
And yeah, you see that these are complex motivations. Like sometimes very individualistic, very peculiar. But in that sense, like I'd say more realistic motivations. People are fucked up and weird and very different, and that's really good. But like, beside the point. But like this is like a scheming, like a twisted plot that has like characters that don't follow this like crude ethos of like whatever, like Flamechest journey or whatever. Like they have their own motivations. They have very relevant ideas, kind of insane but makes you think kind of ordeals. These are actual people elevated to a sci-fi, to a fantastic level, and made into a plot that actually is interesting. Again, not like Amphorius.
We're talking exceptional talents that are incredibly rare to come by. They have so many more stories waiting to be unearthed.
This is the artistic
I
guy
can't
then.
allow their journey to end here.
Mr. Rekka, there is no room for negotiation here. I have no need to negotiate with the captive.
And yeah, these back and forths are not like
If you don't acquiesce, then
surface
in less
level.
than 3 system hours, you'll turn into a slumber nanomonkey like those students. Hand them over now if your directing career even means anything to you.
No, I refuse. Prof. Nana, have you ever wondered why I ended up under your control?
Tracking down the doctor's whereabouts shows you have some skill. However, believing you could follow us unnoticed was quite presumptuous, wasn't it? Even if
These are competing, these are clashing personalities that are not simple, that are complex. This is fucking great. This is good writing. Fucked up motivations. Fucked up people who are understandable.
I put my life on the line just so I could make this wonderful film a reality.
Imperfect.
I decided a long time ago that I'd do anything for art. So your threat means nothing to me. Every film crew knows full well the risks they run the moment filming begins. And in turn, a dedicated director would never stop rolling the camera.
That insanity is great.
Even if it meant having to insert an obelisk next to a crew or cast member's name in the credits.
in the end, you too are just a pitiable struggling for worthless dreams.
Not so. Scientists don't understand this blind faith.
Prepared to sacrifice yourself then.
This is actually what I don't like Jordan Peterson, but he gets it right. Like sacrificing yourself for a greater ideal. That's very human in the ideal way.
Hatred is the frailty of the weak. Fudging banana. That line again. And that is everything that Slumber Nana Monkey taught me.
Brainwashed.
Think about this, everyone. The emotions we experience, be it joy, sadness, or an epiphany, every one of them is produced from a subtle shift in chemical composition within this vessel of ours.
And that's like weird as determinism.
We should be able to easily create or erase emotions. That means triggering a sudden change in your own temperament isn't out of the question.
It's
Even if
this is really great.
generated after thorough deliberation, it is no more sophisticated than the simple act of jumping.
This is great because this resembles like a lot of scientific thought nowadays, or this like kind of a lazy scientist view that because it's so messy and doesn't like come out of like experiment, that we have like free will, or at least like how to say, express free will, whatever it is, that we have some sort of responsibility, that we can shape our lives, because this is such a messy idea for them, and like this idea comes from like a very deeply personal experience, like consciousness itself, not some sort of objective quote unquote data. Then like this pure nonsense like this, that you could just like you're free of responsibility. You can just like delete your emotions or whatever. You could determine your being fully, and not in the responsible sense, but in the sense that even if you don't, it doesn't matter.
One load of horse manure.
Exactly. Anyway, auto dialogue.
Somewhere else.
Huh? Wait! Where are you going? It wasn't easy to get in, so don't do anything that'll draw unnecessary attention. At least, stop pointing your gun at people.
Appreciate it, nameless gal. Well, quite the authority around here, huh? Has the Astral Express begun to take on monkeys?
I wasn't expecting that either. But the assistant Annas insist I'm a great talent. They even gave me a membership card with a high level of clearance.
This resembles these whatchamacallit, these programs, these schemes, basically like chain marketing or whatever it's called, where people are just duped into thinking they're doing something valuable and like getting progression in some sort of system that's actually made up, but they're actually just like conning people and making the con bigger.
Wait.
Like a Ponzi scheme.
For a club that advocates the abandonment of all thought?
Yeah.
Ain't wrong, am I? You were so darn
So good, this writing here. Why isn't it like this in the forest?
Well, I was just listening to what they had to say. It's not like they managed to convince me anyway. Plus, if they don't talk and rhyme, it's probably just nonsense.
Yeah, talking rhyme is kind of nonsense, even though beautiful
You
nonsense.
don't look like you're a fan of these monkeys.
Why not? Galaxy Rangers and Fork and Monkey fans. Go bananas at the mere sight of them.
Funny guy. I don't like his design, but it's funny.
On the hunt for
Mhm.
I'm gonna go check the place out.
These characters actually have character.
There's nothing to be afraid of. He just looks a little scary.
Dan
But
Hang,
Huck says he's more bark than bite.
that's the authority. And that's why Chinese like him. Yeah. Bang, bang, bang. Real words don't exist within that dreamscape. It's also a good line. Eerie. The slumber nana monkey.
Not a single thing around here makes sense. This is downright bananas.
Funny thing is, it does make sense.
Hey,
It's as,
nameless gal.
as senseless as this
Can we
world,
have a little talk over yonder?
in a metaphorical
It's
sense.
just me? Why can't we just talk here?
It's okay. You guys go ahead.
March, so slow.
March.
What are you up to? I only just convinced her everything's
Or
fine,
naive.
you know.
Awful chummy with someone you just met, ain't you, friendo? All right, great nameless one. Drop the act already. What's the deal on your side? When did you guys start laying eyes on Dr. Primitive?
Dr. Primitive?
She is clueless.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's swap intel then. You first.
Which Forest character is as clueless and as flawed?
Oh, I see. Uh-huh. Exactly as we suspected. So, did you find anything
Funny.
at Dreamflux Reef?
There ain't a thing here. But who cares? Seen this plenty of times. There's only one solution. We've all rid this rodeo, so I reckon I don't need to spell it out.
Yes. I totally agree.
Sweet. All right then. Prepare
Help
to
me
tear this
become
place
a
apart.
high-ranking member.
March is so stupid. Oh, in a sweet sense.
There ain't a thing here. But who cares?
I was just trying to make a joke, but you took it even further.
You're ruffling my bananas now. That wasn't a joke. If it were the IPC lackeys, I'd have them lined up right this instant for a one-way ticket to the other side. They only planted kids in this place. I can't be using my ways on them.
And why don't we have storylines about the Galaxy Rangers? Such an interesting group of like lone wolves
Step on the same rake twice.
that act on their own ideals, on their own eons. Why don't we get more of the like actual storyline, actual characters thus far, the awesome stories that build up? Why don't we expand on those? Why do we need to go into freaking four fucking rows and Amphorias? Me. Okay, but they only planted kids in this place. I can't be using my ways on them. Yeah, that's the university students. It's not the first time that the parents used others as scapegoats. I ain't gonna step on the same rake twice. And that speaks, like, these sentences all pack something. Like, this has some loads on it. Like there's some heaviness on it because you have a hint that something happened in the past where he suffered like a kind of defeat when innocent bystanders got hurt with him chasing, like, let's say, Dr. Primitive. And he won't spell it out with like a bazillion sentences. This is good writing.
doing that right now? Falling for the trap?
Ever seen a squib load? When timed right, it's more effective than unloading a full clip. Now, I got no clue what kind of monkey business this club's up to. But I know from the static noise at Dreamflux Reef that they're sure as heck interested in Penacony. They'll definitely step in if we raise the roof off of this place. Unless you've got a better idea you can think of. But let's do it my way, Star Member.
I do have an idea. Sort of. Just hold your horses. Let's go back and meet Montana first. Remember, be nice. Why did it run off?
And I had no problem with this structure of run a bit, talk in these storylines, because these all pack some punch, you know. These have logic to them. Like, this character went away for logical reasons. It's not like there's like a linear path that has like 3 or 4 like characters in a way that need you to talk to them or something like unnatural.
You're finally back! Yeah, let's do this again. The right way. This is Boot Hill. You guys started off on the wrong foot. He's actually a really nice person.
Oh, don't worry about me. I thought about it earlier. Penacony sees a ton of visitors and transiting travelers. It's only normal to meet people of all sorts of background here.
Yeah, I was wanted on a few occasions too. Maybe a dozen times? Never mind. That's not important now.
Run.
Let's talk about
Just run away from these guys. They're dangerous.
Seminar scheduled for today, right? Are we in
I would
time
run.
for that?
Oh, Marge!
And I can put myself in her position because this is much more relatable than anything in Forest. I don't relate with fucking flame chase journeys unless I talk with like idiotic like I don't know, some cult or some. And the flame chase journey isn't an idiotic cult for some reason. You remembered wrong again. This is far grander than a seminar. Theophany. So this shows, like words like this, show that this is some thought put into this writing. Like people will Google theophany. Let's see. It's a visible manifestation to humankind of God or a god. I learned something today. Thanks, Pseudo Genshin. Better Genshin.
We'll get to see the actual Slumber Nano Monkey in the flesh.
The god entertainer.
There are rip-offs of this thing.
That's not it. Slumber Nano Monkey went viral overnight, but people have different opinions on how the fad came. No matter what people choose to believe, there has to be a Slumber Nano Monkey that started it all. And
These Satoshi Bitcoin gods.
all its unfiltered glory, free from all sorts of stereotypes.
Oh, free from all such stereotypes. Ah,
But it sounds impressive.
the pure idea of a god.
We have a few other students from campus who attended a few theophanies before.
Theophanies. This is good.
What did they say about it?
Nothing really, but they had this look. Like they'd been to the world's end.
Yeah.
Every single one of them looked like they were in a state of absolute bliss. I want to feel like that too.
Yeah, devolving into monkeys can make you seem blissful, I guess.
Reckon I gotta see it
Simple-minded
myself.
or
Still got a bit to wait, huh?
how's the line from Jesus or something? Simple-minded or blessed are the meek.
To again.
In Estonian it says like simple-minded ones. Guess there's multiple translations. Blessed are the simple-minded ones. Track down cute fudge pies who have met the Slumber Monkey. This cute sludge pies.
Can't see me, right?
Banana.
Bliss.
Banana.
Blissful drool. Yep.
Hey there, pal.
Banana.
What's this now? Watching TV gotta be this complicated?
Oh, you're back.
Good line again. Every single line
This is the
to the point and has some
that
weight.
Montana told us about. The only way to see Slumber Nana Monkey is apparently through forming some kind of connection with the Assista Nana.
Thank you for waiting. Oh, another member hoping to see Slumber Nana Monkey?
No, not her. Just me.
I like how his eyes are bullseyes.
Connection again, huh? But you won't be able to establish a connection if you know nothing about Slumber Nana Monkey.
She's still into it. Such naivete.
Unfamiliar. But you don't
And
seem like
also, like a good sign of story, you take the characters that you already have, you expand upon their like traits that you've already developed, like March 7th is naive, etc. And you have these like bits of the story that bring these out and have these like function in a way that like brings some danger to it. Like I feel it's kind of dangerous for March to be as naive in this context. And this is interesting writing again, as opposed to recent unnamed arcs. I'm furious.
That's right. You've been told I'm quite talented.
Huh? What talent do you have?
I'm Denisovan 244. March 7th.
Oh, it's you! Yes, I've heard about you. You have the potential to truly reach the source. Please, come over to me.
Clever guy.
Not so fast. What are you up to this time?
She's so...
The dimmer of us two
Oh.
plays a bait. The other gets ready to fight.
Yes. She did call her dim. And she didn't understand probably.
Hey, wait!
And in other stories there is a value to March's naivete
Hey!
that also comes out.
Hello? That was fast. Really now? So he's actually talented?
Yeah, that's how talent looks like, being a zombie. No time to reconsider
The answer is
actual danger.
This gentleman here, he wants to visit the past more than anyone else in the room.
What's the big fudging idea here? Is this all there is?
And like personal, deeply personal issues with the character that expand upon these characters, make them interesting.
Down saloons fancier than this place. You call this a theophany?
Nice line.
Crafting an attractive but deceptive vision is a crude method, entirely opposite to the values that the Slumber Nana Monkey aims to share with people. Many other members before you have come here seeking something, but these tend to be the usual: truth, happiness, peace, and the like. Unfortunately, there are no answers here. Only one question. Will this make you worse off?
What is this fudging nonsense?
Have patience. I will explain everything.
Will being a vegetable actually matter in the long run,
Example,
if you're happy?
if I asked you to give malt juice, what would be your first thought? You want to get a drink before that, won't you? That should be the exact thought in your head right now.
Don't pull that nonsense on me. A classic will always be a classic. Hold on there, partner. Sometimes you gotta try something new.
Introspection is key, no matter the hour. You see, these are the thoughts that come to your mind when you were given that question. Sadly, it appears that whichever option you choose, there will be some lingering regret.
And this is a deeply philosophical topic, actually. Like
Let's go on to imagine a scenario
that leads to
doesn't hold true.
that leads to choice paralysis. That like ultimately, there's no grounding reason for like most choices. Like biggest choices in your life can be something of like the fundamental value, like whether it's art or like maybe faith, as maybe Kierkegaard might have put it. And ultimately, there's no grounding in choosing either one. It's a leap of faith, and choosing one or the other will lose you the world of the other. But like not making the choice would be inauthentic by like philosophers like Sartre.
If the dependence on the drink was never there to begin with, this problem would naturally not exist, and the resulting thoughts would also disappear. Here's a question. Will
So
this make
this
you
is
worse off?
straight to the point of like, would devolving be so bad? Because like, if you're like a monkey, you wouldn't really need to contemplate on whether you want some meaning in your life, in like maybe faith or artistic value or something. Like if that wasn't even a dilemma, like you wouldn't have existential crisis. Would that be bad?
Holy bananas. What's gone into me? He's right. I don't have the urge to drink
And
at
it's
all.
similar actually in some faiths that's like on the outside set and on the like coin flip side are quite positive, it seems. Like Buddhism that tells, and Zen Buddhism that tells you to clear your mind and just not have desires. And there's like clear but very hard to differentiate difference between Zen Buddhism and just losing your minds to entertainment, to brain rot, to memes, to just being like a vegetable that's that spends his or her days just like consuming, I don't know, YouTube or something.
messing around in my
Or
head.
being a monkey.
No wonder the synesthesia beacon's all screwed up. No. This busted thing can't do it alone. So who's the scoundrel behind all this?
Moving on. Let's turn our attention toward issues that are a little more complicated.
This is a method to
Say your hatred for the IPC.
make a point, to make a like philosophical point, perhaps, to bring in analogies that are
I see.
more base level, and then going to the complex ones.
Rage you have there.
Since you know, think before you speak. Don't go asking for trouble, you banana.
Calm yourself. Slumber Nana Monkey wouldn't preach about forgiveness or burying the hatchet. Now that's something even I'd find annoying. Instead, it'd support you taking vengeance into your own hands. Just like this.
Even though this combat, as is usual in Star Rail, is absolutely meaningless and very boring, I can just put it on auto battle.
On the still waters of oblivion.
If it's accompanied by good story that makes this like contextualized, this battle,
I weep
it's
for the departed.
it's actually good then.
It too shall fall.
Let's do it.
Destined for oblivion.
Okay, it's still not good. The battle system, the turn-based combat in Star Rail is absolute like bollocks, but it would require an absolute genius game designer to somehow reconceptualize it within this like framework to be actually like decent or interesting. Without gimmicks like a rogue-like addition like these events have. Just to have the base combat to be good again, I don't think that's even possible,
I
probably.
weep for the departed.
It's a very tall ordeal anyway, and I wouldn't hold it against them if they can't make the combat interesting ever. But I do hold it against them that this sort of good storyline is not a thing anymore. They just got rid of it for the lowest common denominator, for just heaps of quantitative text gibberish in Amphorius. I absolutely hate Hoyoverse for doing that.
I understand.
I might be flawed, but that's
Relieve the tension you built up. And when
that's how it is.
you'll be less averse to accepting unpalatable advice. Now, just like before, imagine a scenario that doesn't hold true in reality. For a person who has made revenge their sole purpose in life, what would happen if their hatred were to vanish?
They lose their...
Will this make you worse off?
Actually, yes. Even though this line of thought does sound appealing, it does.
What wacky theory are you trying to prove?
Without a centered, problematic value point,
I actually feel pretty good right now.
it's just meaningless.
Banana fudging cares about revenge.
It's just meaningless existence.
Excellent. You're very perceptive. Let's move on to the next lesson then. Galaxy Ranger.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna...
know very well hatred isn't something that can be easily erased. This will be your toughest lesson. But I'll be with you throughout. Now then. Will this make you worse off, Mr. Raven?
I ain't quite sure what you're talking
And he's lost his identity like this.
You sure seem mighty fascinating. Nice to meet you, partner. What's your name?
This isn't the first time we've met, but you can call me Prof. Nana Premon.
Oh, a cultured soul, then.
No, I'm just a research aide. And you'll soon be mentioned in my research report. Handling the commotion at the university is easy. The main concern has always been here, Dreamflux Reef. If it weren't for the need to eliminate you as a variable, I wouldn't have purposely slowed down. And with that, the class here has come to an end. Get a move on, dear student. I'll be waiting for you at the end to unveil a new chapter of your life.
Will you embrace a new life? Don't. Come on. Yeah, I need to stop for now. Pause and save. I'll come back though. I need to handle family stuff.
I'm most jealous of people who have houses to live in.
Cool characters. Star Rail used to have cool characters. Anyway, stopping for now. Coming back later to play this brilliant storyline. Again, not like Unforgettable.